Hello everyone, welcome to StudyIQ. So in this video we will do the current affairs of 10th of March. So let's start the video. Now today is a quiz and all the questions I have taken are from UP assistant exam that was conducted on 22nd of February. Not even a single question is my own, okay? And 2-3 questions I took from some other exam which somebody sent me but name was not mentioned. Anyways, let's see how many questions are you able to do out of 20. KD Jadhav Wrestling Stadium is in which city? KD Jadhav Wrestling Stadium, and KD Jadhav was the first person to win Olympic individual medal. He won the bronze medal in 1952 Olympics. Which state government has started an educational channel called Kalvi Tolai Kachi? Kalvi Tolai Kachi. This is a channel started by which state government? PM Modi, he launched Fit India movement on which day? There is a very specific day on which PM Modi launched Fit India movement. Which day is that? The Federation of Indian Export Organization, they elected which person as their new president? Federation of Indian Export Organization. Where was the 24th World Energy Congress organized? 24th World Energy Congress. Which Indian sand artist, he won the People's Choice Award at the Sand Sculpting Festival in Boston in America? Which Indian sand artist I am talking about? What was the name of the humanoid robot that was sent into space by Russia? Russia sent which humanoid robot into space? Indian Air Force retired which fighter aircraft from service on 27th of December 2019? And also tell me what is the other name for this fighter aircraft. Mirage 2000, very powerful fighter aircraft which is also known as Vajra. It is manufactured by which company? Mirage 2000. What is the purpose of Surena 4th edition humanoid robot? Which country made this robot and why? Surena robot was made for what? Which sportsperson won 6th Ballon d'Or award? Ballon d'Or, very important award. Every player wants to win this award in this sport. Who won it on 2nd of December? What was the theme of the New Delhi World Book Fair 2020? New Delhi World Book Fair. Which was the host country for the World Tourism Day official celebrations? Those were designated by the United Nations World Tourism Organization, UNWTO. So which was the host country for these official celebrations? Which country's government approved a fast-track visa scheme for scientists and researchers? Which country's government approved fast-track visa scheme for scientists and researchers? Very important. Which is the oldest paramilitary force of India? Oldest. India is at which position in terms of the most vulnerable countries with respect to climate change? In other words, if climate change accentuates, if it increases, if it augments, India will suffer. But India will not suffer the most, or probably it might. So India is at which position in terms of climate vulnerability? This report was given by environment think tank called German Watch. According to United Nations report, which country has the highest number of living indigenous languages in the world? Highest number of living indigenous languages in the entire world. Shanti Swarup Bhatnagar Prize is given as a recognition of outstanding Indian work in which field? Shanti Swarup Bhatnagar Prize is given in which field? How many member states are there in CARICOM? So CARICOM is a grouping of the Caribbean countries, and how many members are there in CARICOM? So that was the quiz. Now let me tell you the answers. KD Jadhav Wrestling Stadium is in New Delhi. In fact, it is a part of the Indira Gandhi Indoor Stadium in New Delhi. KD Jadhav Wrestling Stadium. The state government that launched Kalvi Tolai Kachi is Tamil Nadu. It's a Tamil educational channel. PM Modi launched Fit India movement on 29th of August. Why? Because it is the National Sports Day. It is the birthday of former Indian hockey legend Dhyan Chand. 29th of August is National Sports Day. The Federation of Indian Export Organization elected Mr. Sharad Kumar as their new president. 24th World Energy Congress took place in Abu Dhabi, capital of UAE, Abu Dhabi. Indian sand artist is from Odisha. His name is Sudarshan Patnaik. Sudarshan Patnaik. The name of the humanoid robot that was sent by Russia into space is Fedor. 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 Indian Air Force retired MiG-27. And MiG-27 is also called Bahadur. Bahadur. Bahadur aircraft. Mirage 2000 is also known as Vajra. It is manufactured by Dassault, the French company Dassault, the same company that is building Rafale. By the way, Mirage 2000 is very powerful. It was used in the Kargil war. It was used during the surgical strikes. It's one of the most powerful aircrafts we have. The purpose of Surena, it can speak and translate 100 languages. Surena humanoid robot. 6th Ballon d'Or was won by the great Lionel Messi, player from Argentina and Barcelona. Ballon d'Or is given in football. The theme of New Delhi World Book Fair is Gandhi, writer's writer. So Gandhi ji was writer's writer, Gandhi. World Tourism Day host was India in 2019. And the headquarter of WTO is in Madrid, capital of Spain. Which country's government approved fast track visa? Basically, they want to invite, scientists and researchers. So they will give them quick visa. It is Britain. So the answer is UK. Oldest paramilitary force in India is Assam Rifles. Assam Rifles. India is the 5th most vulnerable country with respect to climate change. Which is the most vulnerable? It is Japan. Japan is the most vulnerable. According to UN report, highest number of living indigenous languages are in Papua New Guinea. Papua New Guinea. Shanti Swarup Bhatnagar was the founding director of CSIR. So it is given for research in science and technology. Research in science and technology. CARICOM, there are 15 members. All of these West Indies, Jamaica and all these, the Caribbean countries basically. Okay. 15 countries are a member of this. Now, there are 2-3 questions I have taken a screenshot. Now, for example, this one. These are all from the UP assistant exam, Uttar Pradesh assistant exam. And you can see this question, for example, who was the youngest woman climate activist to address at the COP25? It's COP25, not COPA 25. Otherwise, I would think about Copa America. Anyways, COP25 held during December 2nd to December 13, 2019. Was it Greta Thunberg? No, it was Likipriya Kangjugam. Likipriya Kangjugam was the youngest woman climate activist to participate in COP25 and she is from India. Now look at this question. They are making it difficult. They are not asking you what is Mission Indradhanush or blah blah and all that you will vaccinate children who are less than 2 years old and pregnant women and all that. No. They are not even asking how many diseases are covered. 8 diseases are covered. No. They are asking Mission Indradhanush will start and end when. So it will run from December 2019 to March 2020. And you can see the depth of the question. This is, I would say, a good amount of depth. So, look at this question. Now, Surena robot, they are not asking you, Surena robot is made by which country? The answer would be Iran. No. They have given you 4 statements and now they are asking you which statement about Surena robot is true. It is built by University of Tehran. Yes, it is correct. It is built indeed by University of Tehran. It can detect 100 voice commands. Yes, this is also true. More than 100 languages it can speak. It can translate and recognize. It can recognize 100 different objects. No, it is not related to identifying of object. Third is wrong. And it is able to walk 1 kilometer in 1 hour. No, it is able to walk only 0.7 kilometer in 1 hour. So fourth is also wrong. So the answer would be 1 and 2 only. That is option D. And that is why I am preparing you for the toughest questions. Now this was UPSC level questions, so no point going so much in depth. I can take a 1 hour class on just to run a robot, but that is not, there is something known as return on investment. So I can assure you that the time you invest in my videos, you will get maximum return. If there is some question that you are not able to do, which means nobody will be able to do. That is the point. Okay, now let's start the current affairs. Australia cricket team, they won the match quite handsomely. They defeated India. So it was which number? Which number trophy? ICC Women's T20 World Cup. It was the 5th time that Australia won it. So the answer is it was their 5th T20 World Cup. Which country will host the Women's T20 World Cup in 2022? It will be hosted by South Africa. So India has a chance to take the revenge in 2022. And remember that still we have in October Men's World Cup in Australia. Men's T20 World Cup in Australia in October. Now whether it will happen remains to be seen because of coronavirus, but okay, it's there. Who has been appointed as the assistant coach of Indian Premier League franchise Kings XI Punjab? Kings XI Punjab assistant coach is Andy Flower. Andy Flower, he was a former coach of England and he was a former player from Zimbabwe. Why has he become assistant coach? Who was assistant coach earlier on? Sunil Joshi. So what has happened to Sunil Joshi now? Sunil Joshi has become the chairman of the BCCI Selectors Committee, replacing MSK Prasad. That is why this position was vacant. And by the way, Kolkata Knight Rider has a new t-shirt sponsor. Who? Byju's. So Byju sir is now so big that he is sponsoring the Indian cricket team t-shirt as well as the Kolkata Knight Rider t-shirt. The Union government has announced to make sanitary napkin disposal bag to be made mandatory from which year? So the thing is this, once the sanitary napkins are used, they need to be disposed properly because they have blood, okay. Now the thing is that the bag in which they are disposed, it has to be biodegradable and that is mandatory now. For all the companies, all the sanitary napkin manufacturers, it is mandatory from 2021 January. So only 9 months more and then every company will have to give disposable, biodegradable disposable bags along with the sanitary napkin. And by the way, this was announced by our Environment Minister Prakash Javadekar. Remember here that the government of India is also providing sanitary napkin which is called Suvidha. SUVIDHA, very economically priced Suvidha sanitary napkin. And Suvidha sanitary napkin, remember they are made available by Department of Chemical and Fertilizer, headed by Sadanand Gowda. His constituency is Bengaluru North. TIFAC. What is TIFAC? TIFAC works under the Ministry of Science and Technology. TIFAC, it stands for the Technology Information Forecasting and Assessment Council. Now they want to promote women in science. Okay, the number of women in STEM is very low. Science, technology, engineering and math, that is called STEM. So science and technology, we want to encourage women to take science as a career. What is the name of this scheme that has been started by TIFAC? It is called Vigyan Jyoti. Vigyan Jyoti is the name of the scheme started by the Ministry of Science and Technology. Which state has recently stopped issuing protected area permit to foreigners? This is to prevent coronavirus. It is Arunachal Pradesh. Arunachal Pradesh, they have stopped giving the protected area permit to foreigner. Okay, it will affect tourism, but then coronavirus is a larger fry. The Union Cabinet recently approved the proposal to set up major port at Vadhvan in which state? Vadhvan port is the 13th major port of India. It will come up in Maharashtra. Maharashtra will now have third major port. Before this, it has Jawaharlal Nehru Port Trust, also called Nhava Sheva, and Mumbai Port. And other major ports are like Kandla, Mundra, Cochin, Haldia, Kolkata Port, Vishakhapatnam Port, and I mean all of these. Like there is one in Odisha called Paradweep, even that is a major port. So all of these are major. 13th major port will be Vadhavan Port. The International Cricket Council has launched which campaign dedicated for the promotion of women's cricket? What is the name of that campaign? The name of the campaign is 100% Cricket. 100% Cricket. Which state has launched a mobile app called Nigha with an aim to prevent the corrupt practices in election? It has been done by Andhra. Basically in Andhra now the civil elections are coming up, and Nigha basically means being vigilant, keeping an eye on someone, Nigha. So this app is launched by Jagan Mohan Reddy. It was launched from Tadepalli in Amravati to make sure there are no corrupt practices in Andhra civic polls. Hans Raj Bhardwaj passed away. He was a former who? Hans Raj Bhardwaj was a former Union Law Minister. In fact, he worked with a lot of prime ministers. He was a congressman. He was a Rajya Sabha member from 1982 to 2009 continuously. 5 times Rajya Sabha member, Hans Raj Bhardwaj. He was a law minister. By the way, he worked under the prime ministership of Rajiv Gandhi, P.V. Narasimha Rao and Dr. Manmohan Singh. So he worked with 3 prime ministers. And he was appointed the governor of Karnataka in 2009. So this can be asked. Hans Raj Bhardwaj was a former governor of Karnataka. Now it is Vajubhai Wala. Which state has topped the list of the states in terms of the number of participants in the Poshan Abhiyan? Poshan Abhiyan is nothing, it's the National Nutrition Mission. It is Poshan Abhiyan, the best state in India in implementing Poshan Abhiyan, that is in terms of the number of participants, is Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu is number 1. And why this list was given now? Because Poshan Abhiyan started on 8th of March 2018. So it has completed 2 years. 8th March, International Women's Day 2018, it was started by Pradhan Mantri Modi from Jhunjhunu. So from where Poshan Abhiyan was launched? Jhunjhunu in Rajasthan. Remember that. According to the recent estimate of UNCTAD, United Nations Conference on Trade and Development, I think that is the full form, which economy is the most affected in the world by coronavirus? Remember, the economy that is most affected in the world is not China. No, it is European Union. European Union is number 1 and America is number 2. Japan is number 3. These are the 3 most affected countries economically by coronavirus. And UNCTAD is headquartered in Geneva. Which IIT institute has developed an artificial intelligence powered drone to counter rogue drones, that is unregulated unmanned drone? So this is like this. First, human beings create a problem and then their solution. Now there are these unregulated unmanned drones. They are a threat. For that we need a good guy drone, that is this artificial powered drone. It has been manufactured by IIT Madras. IIT Madras. Which state has approved to form a trust for the project of constructing Ram Van Gaman Path project? What is this Ram Van Gaman Path project? Basically, Lord Rama in Ramayana, it is said that Lord Rama, he went on a 14 years exile to forest. And most of this part is in Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, UP, these areas, right? So Madhya Pradesh government will basically develop tourism along the path that Lord Rama took in this exile from Ayodhya. By the way, it will be this path will be constructed from Chitrakoot to Amarkantak. That also you remember. From Chitrakoot to Amarkantak, this path will be created. Pradhan Mantri Modi, he handed over his social media Twitter account to how many women achievers? And the hashtag was She Inspires Us. So total 7 women who inspire everyone, like Sneha Mohandas, Malvika Iyer, Arifa Jan, Kalpana Ramesh. You don't need to remember their name, just remember there were 7 women PM Modi handed over his account to. Which state has decided to appoint athlete Hima Das as a Deputy Superintendent of Police, DSP? Hima Das is from Assam, so the answer is Assam. She is also called Dhing Express. She was also the torch bearer in the Khelo India Youth Games Guwahati. Which country has recorded the second highest coronavirus toll in the world after China? It is Italy. In Italy, more than 7,000 cases and more than 366 people have died. So second highest is Italy. First is of course China. The central government has proposed to create 75 lakh self-help groups by which year to support more women to earn livelihood. 75 lakh self-help groups will be created. It was announced by Narendra Singh Tomar, the Minister for Rural Development and Agriculture, by 2022. Who was awarded Hockey India Player of the Year in the women's category? So remember, in the men category, it was Manpreet Singh, And Manpreet Singh was awarded Player of the Year not just by India Hockey but also by World Hockey, that is FIH, International Hockey Federation. And Player of the Year in women is Rani Rampal. Rani Rampal. And what about the Coach of the Year? There is nothing like Coach of the Year here. There is but Lifetime Achievement Award. So Lifetime Achievement Award was given to Harbinder Singh. Harbinder, Harbinder Singh. President Ram Nath Kovind, he conferred Nari Shakti Puraskar to how many women on the occasion of International Women's Day? So remember, there are 15 women who inspire everyone. They were given Nari Shakti Award. For example, there is a 103-year-old runner. Her name is Man Kaur, and she runs at the age of 103. Like there were mountaineers Tashi and Nungshi Malik. There is a singer Kaushiki Chakrabarti. There is 98-year-old Kartiyani Amma, who topped the literacy exam in 2018. Then there is 105-year-old Bhagirathi Amma. So lot of these inspirational women got the award. Now, before I say goodbye to you, there are some questions which can be asked from the World T20 World Cup which has happened recently. Let me just elucidate quickly. Youngest player ever in the women's cricket history to win a Man of the Match award in a T20 match is Shefali Verma. She is only 16 years old. It happened in the early part of the tournament. Beth Mooney, she was awarded Man of the Series, that is Player of the Tournament. Beth Mooney, because Beth Mooney scored 259 runs, which is the highest number of runs in the competition. Final match was played at the Melbourne Cricket Ground in Melbourne. By the way, Melbourne Cricket Ground also hosted the first ever cricket match it happened in 1877 between Australia and England. That was also played in Melbourne Cricket Ground. Man of the match in the final was Elisa Healy. Man of the match, that is Player of the Match in the final. Indian captain was Harmanpreet Kaur. Most wickets were taken by Megan Schutt. She is from Australia. She is a bowler. And who was the Australia captain? Tell me who was the Australia captain. Write down in comments. So that's all you need to remember. And I say goodbye to you on that note. And I'll see you in the other videos of StudyIQ Premium.